reinforced by the fact that you know you already spent $200 on a parking pass, only to wander around the lot in the morning looking for a spot. So currently, unless parking venues provide people with specific parking availability data, there's really no way to know which lots are how full and when. So the only real alternative to this problem is to use public transportation, which usually ends up taking even more time and thus not really being an effective solution at all.
Now onto our solution, the Park Planner mobile app. Our app will collect data from 3 different sources to accurately predict and display parking availability. First, we will take tracking and geolocation data from data providers such as Apple or Google Maps to help set up a baseline for the busyness of each of the lots across the country. Second, we will form partnerships with high parking demand venues such as universities or event centers to install cameras, which will allow us to even more accurately verify our parking data. And finally, as our company expands and grows and our user base expands and grows, so will the accuracy of our models. We can use the location of our users themselves to further validate how busy each of the parking lots are. So, this cute little picture here shows a little map with a bunch of colored dots on it, and what these dots represent is how busy each of the lots in this area are. So you'll have a map just like Apple Maps or something where you can search a location and see the parking availability in that location and pick out which one works best for wherever you're trying to drive. And clicking on one of these dots will take you to the second image here, which shows the parking availability throughout the day. So it'll show you when it's busy and when it's not. Sort of similar to what you'll see in like a park like Disneyland, which will have the ride times and how busy each ride is throughout the day. So with both of these things combined, it should provide users with all the tools they need to hunt down their next parking spot.
Now, I'll be going over our competitive advantage. So our competition, public transportation, is a way to get to campus without the need to park. However, we all know it comes with significant downsides. This often, for example, buses and trains often require multiple transfers and long delays. And for the students who opt out of public transportation and go in for the convenience of driving, currently their solution requires a long commute due to the time it takes to park. Here at Park Planner, we're excited to fill in that gap by giving the students the independence and convenience of driving without the need to hassle to find a parking spot. For our business model, we plan to have 2 major forms of revenue. Our first one is our $5 per month subscription plan. This will help us reach our users across the country. Our second major form of revenue will be through our partnerships. These partnerships will be with universities, allowing us to reach the entire student body when we include Park Planner in the student's tuition.
Now, our team is more than capable to bring Park Planner to life. Together, we have combined experience with mechanical engineering, software development, and entrepreneurship. With Matt as our CEO and leader or the direction of our company, Aiden is over user experience and design. Austin will be over app deployment and infrastructure, and I will be over customer relations and experience. We are asking for $300,000 for 30% stake in our company. Within the first 3 years, we are projecting to capture 37,000 subscriptions for our app, which will result in $2.2 million in revenue. Together, we can make this a reality, make Park Planner the reality where we no longer have to struggle to find parking on campus or at large venues. Together, We can park smarter, not harder, with Park Planner. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take questions.
What thought have you given to data privacy with this application? There are cameras, you're tracking, personal automobiles, the possibility of surveillance, involvement of law enforcement, et cetera. It will be on the minds of some of your users. What data privacy assurance can you give your new customers?
So for the cameras, there are already places that sort of do stuff like this, like ski resorts such as Solitude have cameras in their parking lots that if people want to go skiing there to check to see how busy the lot is before they go. So it'll only be with companies that we partner with and agree to setting up those cameras. And also location data, we like to keep everything super secure and private with our users. So we won't be like, we won't be like selling our users data necessarily to like foreign actors and stuff like that. It's mainly just for the purposes of improving the efficiency of our app.
Thank you.
Up here.
Using the U of U as an example again, it seems like part of the parking problem is a lack of motivation by people who provide the parking, provide enough parking. So do you have some way to funnel information, metrics, and data to them so that they can see the problem better?
Yes, we can definitely use this data that we collect to provide incentives for these universities or other venues to show that there really is a need for more parking. I know what they do especially, they like to get rid of parking and put in like dormitories, which is parking. So this would really be good leverage for a place like the University of Utah to make sure we have adequate parking so that people are able to find a spot while also using our application to fill up the parking as efficiently as possible.
Will there be any kind of sorting feature that delineates the types of parking, like if there's only parking between 8 and 6, or this is an A lot, and would that be